Okay, I've locked off my Rappel device here, which represents maybe something getting stuck in here, maybe some clothing, hopefully not your hair. And so I need to somehow release this. Probably the first thing to do is do a leg wrap. Wrap a bunch of times. If you have a fireman's belay, then they're going to have to give you some slack, obviously. And once you have that well secured, maybe with both hands free, you could pull out whatever's in there. If it's your hair, maybe you could pull it, maybe cut it out with a knife. Well, if you have a knife, you have to be super careful because a tension rope can cut super easy. Alright, so let's say I'm still jammed up here, so the next thing I'm going to do is grab a prusik that's on my harness and handy, and I'm going to wrap that 3 times. And the next thing I'm going to do is grab a carabiner and a double, and then clip that in, and I can stand up on this. I might have to adjust this so it's in a good position, and by standing up I might be able to release this. I probably only have one hand free at this point, so if that doesn't work or if it's too hard, the next option would be to take your personal anchor system and clip that in, shorten it up, maybe slide the prusik up a little higher. And that way you can sit in your harness, and if this is not freed up enough, you might have to bring this up a little higher. But hopefully with that system there, and you might have to undo your leg wraps, get some slack. And then to get your weight off the prusik, you're going to have to stand back up into the leg loop and pull up on your Rappel device as you do that. Get all the slack out and lock it off. And you should be able to have enough slack to take off all these things. Now if you're feeling a little desperate, you could start rappelling down and leave this for the next person to deal with it. But ideally, you remove this. And undo your lock off and finish your rappel.